Hey y'all, look, Agent dropped the class that I was actually anticipating, because after watching the first one, he said he was gonna do a class on teaching you how to grow as a streamer. So I'm very interested. Let's see if this one has value too. I'm sure it will, but let's get it.
Time for class, man. What up, class? Ray, get off the board. Hey, if you just came in, take a seat, take a seat. It's gonna be a good class if you guys really want to learn. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited.
Oh my God, Agent toes out, bro.
You guys take something away from this. So look, today's class is gonna be dope. I'm really excited because we learn so much creating content, and rarely do you get a chance to share it. We all have learned something from the videos that we've created. So I'm gonna share what I've learned. At any point, you guys can also try and share what you've learned. Take something away from what I'm about to say. There's gonna be some gems that's gonna help you elevate your content, no matter what type of content you do, okay?
Good shit, Agent.
Man. I like to start my classes with a little pop quiz. With a pop quiz, man. So we're gonna pass around some papers and just answer them honestly. It's okay if you're wrong. We're gonna help answer some of those questions by the end of this class. So chat, just so you guys
Let me see if I can get the answers right.
It's pretty simple. What is the best stream camera?
What is the best stream camera? It's the Sony. Oh, those are phones. Oh, I have no clue, bro.
The minimum viewers to stream.
What's the best stream camera? I don't know, bro. Minimum viewers to stream full time, would it be 50? Or, well, no, not 50. That's way too low. I would say 500. 500. Most important metric for YouTube, watch time. Most important metric for Twitch. Average viewer duration, maybe? Or concurrent viewers. That would be what I would answer. But for the phones, I guess the Samsung Galaxy.
Stream full time. Most important metric for YouTube. Most important metric for Twitch.
I'll see if I got mine right.
You guys got 30
The camera,
seconds.
I'm gonna say
Right.
the Samsung, because it's like I thought he was talking about actual cameras, not the IRL stuff.
Hey man, who did you come to Streamer University?
Is that Mari?
Did you come here to socialize?
I'm gonna say.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. DCBB.
You're wrong.
That's Ryan's DCBB.
You're wrong.
It's DCBB.
Holy smokes! Every answer was wrong. Every single one. You're 0-4. On God, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
500.
For the
I'm
pop
telling you, it's
quiz,
got to be 500.
On question one, if you wrote A, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, you are correct.
Yeah, that's one
You're
on me.
100% correct. It's way better. If you do phone streams, it is.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought he meant. Phone streams, like IRL streams. Yes, so I was right. But if we're talking about like cameras for like actual streaming like this, I would say the Sony A6100, 6600, any of the A models, to be honest.
You know, Sony A9 is a photography camera, Ray. You wrote the Sony A9.
Yeah.
That is a photography camera that from 5 years ago, my nigga. It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote, for 2, if you wrote B, you are correct. If you wrote B, you
What's
are correct.
B?
50 is the minimum viewers. If you
Oh, I was right. I said 50, and then I was right, bro. I was right. I said 50. But then I like backtracked on it. And I was like, no, it has to be 500 because 50 is too low. And then I was going to explain my reasoning for saying 50, because like if you have like enough people in your chat that like donate, subs, stuff like that, you can do it full time.
you want to do it full time,
50.
it's
not bad.
You just have to optimize the 50.
Exactly.
So
that's what I was saying.
you-
Like enough people donating. Bro, I should have just stayed with my first answer, bro. I'm too
Viewership
good.
is not sky high doesn't mean it's not possible to do it full time. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote C, watch time is the most important metric, you are correct.
Oh, I'm 100 for 100.
That's law.
I'm
YouTube
3 for
law.
3.
Watch time is king.
Watch
4,
time is.
if you wrote concurrent viewers A, you are correct.
Concurrent viewers. Okay, I said either A or C. I said either A or C. Concurrent viewers.
All right, so yo, pay attention. Okay, I want to do some basics because there's going to be some smaller streamers in here, but it's going to be a lot of stuff that's not basic. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll call you when I have a chance. Depending on your budget, okay, I want to say you can stream with anything. You can do a desktop stream with a fucking laptop webcam. On God, it doesn't matter, bro. Many of the biggest streamers from like Aiden, Kai, they all use simple cameras. Just like it could be grainy shit, it doesn't matter. People do not value quality when it comes to, if you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result. I really want to clarify that because some people feel like the tech is what holds them back. If you're at a $1,000 budget, the S25 Ultra is the best.
He's right though. And let me tell you why he's right, because audio matters more than video. If your video is like blurry, well, that's a little bit of a stretch. If your video is like grainy, like he said, grainy, whatever the case is, but the audio is cool, what you're doing in the video is cool, it don't matter, bro.
It's a little more than 1,000, but for a $1,000 budget, for a 2.5, it's gonna be this Live View backpack. It molds together different connections so that you have a stronger overall connection. It's more expensive, but you can connect it to a bigger body camera. So the overall price is gonna be a little bit higher, but it's going to be worth it. Now, if you're a big streamer, there's no reason why you don't get this one. I don't know how new it is because we just got it 4 months ago, but it's cracked. Like, it's prioritized data. I don't lag, basically, and it's so hard for me to lag. It's very hard. Especially if you do a lot of IRLs. If you do desktop and gaming, obviously this stuff isn't required.
Yeah, this stuff,
I'm telling
I don't care about this stuff too much.
I had a couple large streamers ask me yesterday whether 30,000 was...
and I mean, I'm not saying I won't, but like I don't do... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, y'all. I guess I'll put my camera up here. I don't do IRL streams. Not saying that I won't, but I'm mostly doing this. So like this portion right here is not really tailored to me.
Worthwhile purchase. It's your job, right? So like we spend money on dumber things. Ray, for example, bought a Supra for $50,000. You get what I'm saying? So if you could buy a Supra for $50,000, you could buy this bag for $30,000. Feel me? I got an apartment for absolutely no reason, just to see if I'd like it. So keep that in mind. You spend money doing dumb shit. Why not spend money investing in your business, bro? I feel like we get stingy when it comes to shit like this, but then we spend bags on shit when it comes to luxurious stuff, Louis Vuitton, this, that, the third. This is what's important.
That's a physac, bro. Niggas like to blow their money to look the part. Then they don't have the tech to play the part. That shit.
Just remember that.
I just gave myself a
Twitch
gym.
discovery. Who here streams on Twitch? Okay, we know Twitch has no
non-existent. Yep.
It's unfortunate. It's really challenging to get new people to see your content unless they're browsing on the huge tab of thousands of other streamers in your category, and then why
you gotta post elsewhere if you want to. Yeah, bro. I already know this part.
Yours. You can't put a thumbnail up there. It's very hard to get noticed. So it truly is non-existent. The way people get discovered on Twitch is through other platforms. If you're big on YouTube, especially if you're big on TikTok, do we have anyone whose primary platform is TikTok? This is your opportunity. TikTok is the best way for new people to see your face. You're going to want to transfer those people over to your stream. So
I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent on TikTok myself. I did a little fall off this week. You know, I didn't post as much this week, but I've been trying to at least post like one clip a day or one clip every other day, something like that from my stream so that I can get more people to see me.
Followers per hour is the only kind of relevant metric I've seen on Twitch. So just remember, like, you want people to follow. It's not a pointless metric. It's not an empty number. It's the only kind of relevant metric. I don't know how true it is because obviously I'm not an engineer, but many people have said that's how you end up right over here. If Twitch noticed a lot of new people is following your channel, they're way more likely, even if you're not being followed, to put you on the list of people over here, which means there's a form of discovery, even though it's very challenging, that exists. I would say like collabing, meeting people and stuff like that is super, super essential. This is as good as it gets, unfortunately. Maybe that changes one day, not right now. YouTube discovery. This is where the opportunity lies, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. This really, you could do 10 classes on this and not completely tell the whole story. So it's not, I'm gonna be...
High appeal versus low appeal. I like that.
Summarizing a lot, but watch time is king. I'm gonna give you some examples. So 2 recent videos I uploaded to my channel, most expensive Pokemon card opening. This is what I would call a low appeal video, right? Even the thumbnail kind of insinuates that it's a reaction more than an actual opening. Like, people are getting a quick snapshot. You're one of 50 videos on a page. You're competing for everybody's attention. They could only click one video. This one didn't perform all that well. It did 57,000 views. This one, on the other hand, my reactions tend to do really well. Part of YouTube is understanding your audience. Something that does well for me might not do well for Ash. It might do differently for the next person. So you have to understand what your audience likes. If you're not going back to see what performed well, you actually don't care about growing. I'm being honest. If you don't go in your analytics every few days to see.
Okay. Hi. Okay.
How your video's been performing, any adjustments you need to make, you don't care about growing, you just want to grow. What's that?
How you feel about like channel managers? Like,
It could work, especially if they have experience, but some channel managers are managing 8 channels, then it's like a priority issue. And also, you just have to make sure they have experience. I think understanding appeal is super important. This is gonna sound a little harsh, but I want you to take this in a positive way. People don't really care.
No, that's a
Even
fact.
the way you consume content, people don't really care. Getting people to care is challenging. Getting people.
That's a fact, bro. He's not wrong. And I'm not gonna lie, I know too, bro. I know a lot of people on this live channel like to watch my Nick Crowley reactions. I actually posted one today. I don't know if this video is gonna go out today. I hope so, but it might not go out today. It might go out the next day. But I know people like watching my Nick Crowley reactions and my Patrick CC. The only thing is, those don't come out all the time. Like the Patrick CCs, that's once a week. I can post them every Tuesday because I react to them on Monday, post them on Tuesday. However, the Nick Crowley things, he posts like once a month, bro. He posts like once a month. But I know my audience likes watching that and the Patrick CC videos. But I'm like, I gotta keep finding I gotta keep trying to see what my audience likes so I can keep doing them.
People to care about you is challenging. Getting people to care about your idea is challenging. You have to create appeal. Streamer University has been getting marketed for like 5 months. He's been talking about this for 5 months. He's been giving us updates for 5 months. He's been hyping it up for 5 months. So when Streamer University happens, extreme appeal. The actual execution of it increased the appeal even more, okay? In comparison to an idea that flops. Understanding your audience, putting yourself in the shoes of your audience is essential to getting a good idea of what's gonna work. It's easy to find a crossover between what you like and what your audience likes. So many times I see people, oh, I don't wanna do that. And what? Nigga, I was uploading my GM videos for 4 years. You think that's the only thing I wanted to do? But that's what my audience needed at the time. I was able to make a pivot, there's strategy to that, into more general genres until I got a chance to just be as variety as possible. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys.
That's a fact. Oh my God, Agent, that's some beautiful shit because I've been saying that too, bro. It's like at the beginning, bro, when you're not known, it's better to kind of just do what everybody wants to watch. Or it's better to do what your audience wants to watch. And then once you become a bigger streamer or a bigger YouTuber and you start getting those people that watch you for whatever you post, then you can start broadening out your content and then start doing whatever the fuck you want. And then people are just going to watch in general because you're doing whatever you want now and they fuck with you. And that's kind of what I've been doing on my gaming channel. Like I post a lot of rival stuff because I know people want to watch the rival stuff. But then I'll like sprinkle in a few like different games here and there. Like just recently, I just put up a horror game. That shit is doing pretty well for an indie horror game on my channel. And then like I'll sprinkle in like, you know, a different game every like maybe like once or twice a week. But like majority is the Marvel Rivals. And then once I get like that channel really grown, then I'm just going to go straight variety, play whatever the fuck I want, upload whatever the fuck I want.
Got some numbers just to give.
So what I'm getting from this and what I think Agent is saying is that when you're in that part of like you need to be growing your channel, you need to be doing what your audience wants to see. And then when you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm full-time, I'm doing whatever I want, or I'm up here with a community that supports me fully, then you can start posting whatever the fuck you want. No matter, like, I don't know.
Give you an idea.
But keep it in the range. Like for me, I just do reaction videos on this channel. And like once it's grown for real, I mean, I kind of just react to whatever. But like I know there's a few videos that people like to watch. And once I get to that point, I'll just post every reaction I do, if anything, bro. Well, maybe not every reaction, but like I'll just post reactions and shit on this channel, which is what I already do. But at the moment, I'm just trying to find what sticks.
This was my Pokemon pack opening. If you don't know, if you're not very familiar with these graphs, you don't care. And I don't mean that to be mean. I mean that to kind of be in your ass a little bit. You need to be very familiar with these graphs. You should see this and immediately know what it is. You should get that comfortable. After tonight, once you're done tomorrow, you should get in these graphs. YouTube is a good discovery tool. This audience retention is not good. Now, it's not good because it's 33% can mean anything, right? It depends on the length of the video. It depends on what channel it was uploaded to. It depends on the norms of that genre. There's a lot of variables. But for me and my channel, 33% is not good. Huge drop off. You can see like 30% of people left in the first 10 seconds of this. That means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. And then the other thumbnail you've seen, this was the reaction video. A lot lower lift. Keep in mind, the Pokemon video cost $1,000 to open the packs, right? This video was free. I was reacting to License being interviewed by Brandon Buckingham. This video is there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds? So the audience retention, a lot stronger, 43%, average view duration, 20 minutes on I think like 46-minute video. To me, that's a good audience retention. This was one of the higher performing reactions on my channel. And this was uploaded 3 days ago. I think it already has like 300,000 views. I see another hand, what's that?
If you make one type of content and you want to branch out and feed your community new content, what would you say is the best way to do that?
We could talk about that. The strategy to that is super complicated. The best thing you can do if you want to do different type of content is to see what everyone else did. Let me give you an example. Back when I was making my GM content, if you guys know what my GM is, it's a game mode on NBA 2K. It's super niche. It's the one where you manage different teams and trade players and stuff, right? The only person that was able to pivot at that time out of that community and do park stuff, because the community for the park content, you know what park is? Yeah. That community was way bigger, was a streamer, a content creator named Lost and Unbound. I studied everything the nigga did. Every video to the T. I watched everything he did to learn how he went from my GM to park. And I did it. So I was able to do the same thing. So part of it is just studying. Bro. There's people that have done it before you. The likelihood that you're the first one to do it is very low. So you should be researching what other people around you are doing. So this was the watch time a few months ago on the channel when it wasn't performing all that well. Sorry, this is not the pocket watching class. We blocked the revenue. So the watch time is 3.3 million. When you see that number, the first question you should ask is, how do I get that number up? To get people to watch longer videos, that's one strategy. Can you think of another strategy? Scum? Correct. Do more, higher frequency. Part of strategy is also uploading more. This is a clip channel. The more I upload, the higher the watch time. Yep. The higher the watch time. So this is the number you really want to spend a lot of time focusing on. We made a lot of changes to the channel to optimize the content. And in a month's time, the watch time is looking like this. The average views per video is up significantly. The audience retention is up significantly. People are caring about the content a lot more. So I'm showing you to say 3.3 to 3.8 is not gonna blow nobody's socks off, but it was $20,000 more. Damn. You get what I mean? So like, don't think about it like, oh, it's a marginal improvement. It's a very, very big improvement. It's a very big improvement. If you can make those month over month, imagine where you'll be in a year.
Wait, how did you systematically do that though?
We uploaded more. We started doing recaps in the videos that were way higher appeal. So this is a whole different ballpark of trying to retain people's attention once they click on the video. We just made the videos way more interesting to watch for people that watch the content and for people that don't know me and just watching for the first time. We also focus more.
See, that's what I need to start doing, bro. I low key, I know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about like putting like a little teaser clip at the beginning before the video starts so that you can grab the viewer's attention and be like, oh, they want to see this. I don't know.
On converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video. So that's a whole nother talk, and we did that on converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video. So that's a whole nother talk, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into that as well. Right now, when it comes to creating content, TikTok is king. The only reason people don't think this is because you can't make that much money off TikTok, which is true. But you don't need to make that much money off TikTok. You need people to learn who you are on TikTok. All right? You're gonna funnel those people to the platforms you can make money, YouTube and Twitch. The larger you can get on TikTok, the easier it's gonna be for you to tell your audience to go to other platforms.
Yeah.
One content creator I want y'all to study is Jinxie. Jinxie posts on TikTok all the time, and he finds sneaky ways to mention his stream or tell people to go to his stream in the middle of his shit all the time. Look for it. Like, don't see it as a viewer, see it as a content creator trying to learn. He is one of the best strategists. I don't even know if he does it strategically. He might just be doing it because he enjoys it, but he'll do like funny motivational stuff on TikTok. He'll go play golf or funny shit on TikTok. He'll do content and he'll mix in a reminder to go to where he wants them, his stream. I also mean TikTok is king because TikTok Live is now very, very powerful. If you say nigga, you will be blacklisted. If you don't say nigga, you should be streaming on TikTok the same time you stream on Twitch every single time. I'm being serious. To all my people that don't say nigga, put your hands up. Yes, if they say nigga, the TikTok is gonna see that as hate speech and your account will get shadow banned. It'll get guaranteed. So the reason I didn't, just so you ask, if you might be wondering why I didn't mention YouTube.
He's not wrong.
If you deal in copyrighted stuff, you react to sports, you react to music, you play games that have music, and you can't turn it off, streaming on YouTube becomes a lot more challenging. If your content's simpler, if you're a gamer in here, and most of your content is gaming, can I see some hands? All right, y'all opportunity is on YouTube. I should mention that. Co-streaming on YouTube is big because YouTube has discovery for the live, and it has good monetization. There's a good video I'm gonna recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing the revenue difference.
I remember that. I actually watched that video too. That nigga made so much money on YouTube Live opposed to Twitch.
Between YouTube and Twitch, you can stand to make a lot more on YouTube if your content can fit what that platform wants. For me, it doesn't, so I don't know that much about it.
I just want to say, from personal experience, I stream on YouTube, I stream on Twitch, and I post on YouTube, but none of my Twitch streams become YouTube stuff, so I made a live channel like you're talking about.
Yep.
And it makes way more than my Twitch, like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That might change the more your ads go up on Twitch. The more your ads go up on Twitch, it might be the case that your Twitch will make more than YouTube, but it depends on the streamer. Hold on, let's make it through a little bit more of the class before we answer questions. Ideas, okay? Yo, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're struggling with ideas, you're gonna have a very tough time being a content creator. You guys are all very creative. Just because, nigga, I spend 3 times a week brainstorming ideas for hours. I have my strategies. Personally, I like to go on drives and play the Brand Food playlist on Spotify. Sometimes I'll lay in my bed, do my Wim Hof breathing strategies, and just brainstorm. It really depends on what you're into. Like, I have my preferences. You should be brainstorming all the time. I mean, all the time. At night, after every stream, me and my team talk. We talk ideas, we talk what's tomorrow, we talk what's next week. You should be brainstorming so much you have thousands of ideas. I'm not exaggerating. I leave my ideas on a notes, and then on each of my notes, I'll have like, oh, Saturday, I'm opening Pokemons, I got reacts, and then I'm working on the backyard. We're doing some construction to the backyard. Sunday, we were supposed to bury a TV with Ray, and then we mounted Ray's TV. Monday, we got a slow-mo cam coming to the house. We got confessions.
He actually did all of that too. I've seen this on his channel. Like the slow-mo camera, the backyard shit. I've seen all of this.
Whatever. So I have this is what I do. So if you guys watch Kai's streams, you know he has a big whiteboard. He likes to put his ideas on a whiteboard. I'm saying that to say you could have whatever strategy you fucking want. It just depends on you, but make sure it works for you. You're gonna have an idea and the next person's gonna do it before you. That's tough. It happens. That's tough. It happens. So when you have ideas and you're passionate about it, jump on the idea, man. Don't wait so long before jumping on the idea. There's so many content creators that might jump to it before you, and you should be the first.
How do you get the creative drive to come up with an idea?
You should just always be doing it. You don't even need to feel creatively inspired. You should be like, oh, damn, at 10, I'm brainstorming. You know? For me personally, I like brainstorming with people. Sometimes I'll invite Caleb and Chris into the room and they don't talk, I just yap. And eventually my yap will trigger an idea from them, or I'll come up with an idea. That's actually the number one way I come up with ideas. That's how I came up with the Pokemon Go Marathon, which I'm doing in a few weeks. I'm really excited for. So yeah, very excited for that. So I'm saying that to say you can come up with whatever. You could have an app that helps you organize shit if you want to. For me,
Bro, I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot, but like this shit is actually like, bro, all of this stuff is valuable information. Like it's actually really crazy.
my phone is easy, it's accessible, this is what I do. I'm gonna show you guys some examples of streamers, just so you guys can do the same when you go home. Queso is amazing, bro. Queso started on TikTok. He blew up on NBA 2K content. his personality was so vibrant, his character was so appealing that he was quickly able to transition that to streaming. He took that TikTok audience, as we were talking about, and he was able to transition it into streaming. And then he was able to take that streaming audience and transition that to the YouTube. He uploads every day, 600K, 800K, 600K. He's crushing it. If he's not making like $1 million a month, I don't know who the fuck is, bro. But you wouldn't think it though.
Queso uploading
because
like crazy.
Sometimes he's not in drama all the time. If you don't watch a lot of gaming content, if you're a gamer and you're not watching what Queso's doing, you're not trying. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. He is operating at such a high level and he does it so genuinely, bro. I watch his streams all the time, sometimes to learn, sometimes because he's hilarious. I also want to say something that's kind of important here. And it's something that a lot of people wouldn't consider a science, but it's his face card. Do you see the thumbnails? Yes. You could spot this nigga face from anywhere. You get what I'm saying? He puts his face on everything. It's so much easier for him. Maybe like his face is easily visible in every thumbnail. If you're on TikTok and you see his face, you know that's Queso.
That's fact.
People seeing your face and that meaning something to them is very important.
That's a fact, bro. I put my face on all my thumbnails, bro, and that's what I'm trying to do too. Like I'm trying to have people just like recognize my face. They scrolling through. Oh, that's Iron 66 full. Boom. Or just Iron Man. You can just call me Iron Man. It's fine.
When they see Ash face and they know, oh, he does this type of content. What do you want to be known for? Your face should immediately translate to the general audience as something you want to be known for. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not in control of that.
That's
all
a
right,
fact.
Canel, this is a little bit of an alternate pick. Canel did something really interesting most people didn't realize. This is his second channel, Eugene Dingleberry. Okay?
Oh, this nigga.
Most people grow their Twitch on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, the short form. He's growing it through YouTube, which is very, very interesting. He's pulling hundreds of thousands views per video on stream clips on his second channel that he's trying to convert over to the Twitch. I think this mode is a little less efficient than TikTok. That's why I think TikTok's king, but it's another way to do it. If you're primary on YouTube, the opportunity's there too. Any platform with discovery means you could be discovered, but then you could also have the power to send them in different directions, different platforms, stuff like that. Canel did a really good job. I feel like he's a very underrated content creator, and he's the one, I really wish he made it here because I feel like he's one of the people that his content is way better than what people are currently giving him credit for. So shout out to Canel. Ludwig is a really interesting case. I was just in a tournament with Ludwig, and he drafted the worst possible team. We got fucking skunked 2 days ago. But he's a great guy, though. He does YouTube-focused streams. He'll spark his stream, mid-stream, start a YouTube video. Hey, guys, welcome to YouTube video. Today, this is a generic intro. His is going to be a lot more optimized. But you see the thumbnail. Every part of this thumbnail is by design. This nigga is a master of packaging. He's a master of titling, he's a master of thumbnail, and he does a great job at cross-pollinating his YouTube and his Twitch. He had a YouTube deal for a while where he streamed on YouTube exclusively, and now he co-streams. So
I can't lie, Ludwig is a fucking GOAT at packaging, bro. That nigga is nasty at packaging, bro. Titles, thumbnails, all of it, bro.
Example of somebody, including Jinxie, that co-streams, right?
Do you see my content is brain rock?
Say it again?
Do you see my content is brain rock?
He's clip farming.
Brain rot? A little bit, yeah.
Nigga clip farming.
I really recommend you guys watch Ludwig because I think he's very intelligent. And he's a very good entertainer, bro. He understands the art of entertaining. He does a great job of putting together high appeal events that bring a lot of attention to him. And he challenges himself to a lot of marathons and interesting content. He has a very unique community, and it's hard to find communities like that. If you guys haven't already, please take a look at Ludwig's channel. He's one
Ludwig
to study.
Is a GOAT.
He's one person you're gonna want to study. Viewers POV, this is important because as a content creator, sometimes you're so caught up in what you want and your passions that you sometimes lose sight of what people want. So just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, right? If you guys play game shit, can we get some hands in the sky? You stream games at all? All right, what type of games do y'all?
Why Mari didn't raise her hand, bro? Why Mari didn't raise her hand? She streams games, bro.
What games do y'all stream? Scum?
Horror games, sports, wagers.
Okay, Scum.
What type of games do you stream?
Scum TK.
Shooters. shooters.
Shooters?
Overwatch, Marvel Rivals.
BK.
Okay, so let's do an example here. If you switched it up and played League of Legends because you wanted to, that's your right as a streamer. But it's their right to not give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So you could do it. Some people don't care. They'll do whatever they want. But in terms of good strategy, think about your audience. Like, they're gonna be like, damn, they watch because it's you, some of them. But it's like, nigga, I know I don't want to watch League of Legends. You know, even if it's my favorite person doing it. So just understand, put yourself in your viewers, your average viewer's POV.
Well, I do have a question because I actually have been moving away from that after doing the same thing for like 2 years now. So I'm glad that you said that. What do you think is like the best way to like transition your old community into something new? Just to like.
It depends on what the new thing is and how different it is from what you're currently doing.
Okay.
You know, like if you're a COD person, transitioning to GTA 6 when it comes out will be pretty easy. They're both really casual games that casual gamers play. But if you're a COD person transitioning to fucking NBA, actually 2K might not be too bad neither because a lot of 2K players play COD.
Yeah, that's
FIFA, then you're gonna lose some people. So just understand where your audience is. Even for my agency, I love y'all niggas, but there's certain games y'all not gonna watch me play, bro. Friends, this is very important.
That's a
My
fact.
mom used to
He is not wrong, bro. That's the thing, bro. There's gonna be people who watch you for a certain thing, and that's it. And that's just the way content creation is. That's why even when you do get big, you can do more of what you want. I think that's what he's saying. You can do more of what you want because people are gonna watch you because it's you. But you still gotta you still gotta do stuff that you know people are gonna watch because you still want to keep your relevancy, right? So.
to tell me this all the time, and I took it for granted. And now it's honestly the most true thing I've ever heard. Yo, bro, if you're around a bunch of losers, you're gonna lose. I don't know how else to explain it. Dead ass. You're gonna leave here, you're gonna go back to whatever city you're from, and you're gonna be around people. If those people aren't on the same pursuit as you, they don't have to be streamers. I mean, like taking life serious. Like if they're not trying to try, bro, you will match that energy. I'm telling you. And operators, people that are winning, don't want to be around that. You are actively repelling away the energy that you're trying to attract. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Back when I wasn't making any money off streaming YouTube, nothing, 7 years I did this, $0, bro. Out of love, I just enjoyed it. I would still be doing it, obviously part-time.
See, that's the shit that niggas don't listen to, bro. I bet you a bunch of niggas in the chat and in the classroom just skipped over what he just said. He did YouTube and Twitch for 7 years without a paycheck. And now he rich as shit. Sometimes, bro. And a lot of people will be like, oh, the industry plant this, industry plant that, bro. He just said he been doing this shit for 7 years without a paycheck.
But out of love, if I wasn't here with this opportunity. But I had friends. We used to get on Skype. RIP Skype in the chat. RIP Skype. We used to be on Skype. We used to talk to each other every day. Every day we would hop in a Skype call. I would mute and say, yo, I'm about to record a video. Boom, I record a video. I'll come back to the Skype call, play 2K with the guys, grind my players, shit like that. I was a 2K content creator. I was in my bag with people that was in their bag. You get what I'm saying? You could be around whoever you want to, bro, but you'll go in whatever direction they're going in. So make sure you want to go where they're going, bro. Okay, I want to do something special.
That's
all right?
a fact.
So some brands, I did a sponsorship in my pocket watching class with Weeble, and they loved it. But then other brands saw that, and they were like, bro, how can we get involved and help some small streamers? So can we put hands up if you've never done a brand deal before? I'm going to have you guys stay after class.
I've actually done one with HelloFresh.
Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty want to be your first brand deal.
Dog, what? Imagine being in streaming university and they're like, here's a sponsorship for you. Like, bro, what the?
Obviously not the easiest decision to make, you feel me? Because it's not much time to do it, and there's only 3 brand deals to go around. Shout out to these brands, man. Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty.
Dropticks?
I'm not
What's
getting paid from this. They just seen people receiving help. There's been so much wholesome vibes, and I want to keep it going, bro. They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay?
Wow.
So I mulled it over with the chat, and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class?
Holy shit. $5,000 brand deals for you guys right there.
Congrats. Congrats. W Coach. So look.
5K already.
So look. we'll have a conversation about talking points, how to deliver them, and then we'll have some time so you can do that. Or maybe today, hopefully today, on campus.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm not yawning because this shit is boring. I promise you I'm not. I don't know if you guys watched the Nick Crowley reaction video, okay? But I streamed at 10 p.m. CST like I always do. I did my Nick Crowley reaction, and like right at the end of it, my internet got cooked. Like it was an outage. AT&T had an outage. I couldn't access my internet, and I have not slept since. So I've been up for almost, I would say 24 hours, bro, because I don't think I went to sleep after going to work too, and I went to work at like 11. No, 9:45. Yeah, I've been up for like, oh my god, I've been up for like 13 hours, bro. Or 20. What is that? 27. I've been up for like 27 hours, bro. I'm fucking exhausted, bro. I'm not yawning because this shit is boring. I promise you, I'm not.
That'd be fire. So, I mean, which one would y'all rather do between drop ticks, bays, and moon oil beauty? Yeah, I like your. Which one you want?
We'll let you choose first.
You can take bays.
I'm gonna go moon.
Okay, you want to go moon? Can you go drop ticks?
Of course.
Absolutely, bro.
Of
I love your
course.
attitude, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll talk. I'm gonna get you guys contacts if you can stay back so that we can
Of
spend some time.
course, bro. You think I'm not gonna? You think I'm gonna? You think I'm gonna be picky? These niggas offering me 5K. You think I'm gonna be picky? Of course I'm gonna take drop ticks.
Go over talking points and how you guys are gonna deliver and stuff like that. I really want to say a huge shout out to these brands. They just did it out of love. They know realistically the ROI and doing something on a smaller streamer is not gonna hit as hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That is definitely out of love, because ROI, if y'all don't know what that means, is return on investment. Yeah, that's probably not going to pay off for them pretty that well.
But they love the idea of opportunity, and they love the idea of making people's dreams come true. So $5,000 is gonna be big, bro. I really appreciate that.
5K each, or just 5,000 in total? Bro, this class was W, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I reacted to these videos, so technically I'll always have them to look back on. This one and the pocket watching class, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I downloaded both of the videos. I downloaded both, or I'm gonna download this one because I didn't do it yet, but I downloaded the pocket watching class. So yeah.